Yo, what is going on, Mobley sports fans? Welcome to the Sniper Showdown finals here. That's right, we're in the finals. Got two more teams left. We're going to see who's going to get in first place and who's getting second place. Who gets to have the bragging rights along with all the goodies, and well, who gets to have the boot put in their face. I'm Sudden Death, and I am joined by Mantis today. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic and almost ready to hop into this grand finals best of three, but we are going to be going over some of the format, prize pool, stuff like that for the tournament. Before we go ahead and get into that, we'll wait for these teams to join the room just so we can make sure they are ready. And also because you guys should know what they're competing for. So we are going to go ahead and take a look at the prize pool here. Again, the prize pool is first and second place. So both teams competing today are going to be getting their hands on some of these prizes. The first place champion will be getting 700 US dollars. 5 ratio champion skins for all 5 players on their roster, 300 MES credits, and 20,000 C-Ops credits. And then second place will be getting 300 US dollars and 5,000 critical ops credit.
Some good stuff here on the line. Either way, one of these teams, both of these teams are walking away with some goodies today. You can see the bracket up here popping up right now.
Yeah, it should be a pretty exciting match. SX Xylo versus Invictus EU. I mean, it's going to be pretty interesting. Again, SX Xylo is an Asia team, and Invictus EU is a European team. So it'll be a bit interesting. I think we may or may not have some server balancing happening. I know we've kind of gone about it in different ways before, but either way, our brackets will be looking pretty good here for the finals. And we also are going to go ahead and take a look at the team stats here in just a second, just so we can see sort of how both of these teams can compare to each other as far as their performance in the Sniper Showdown so far. Again, for SX Xylo versus Invictus, we'll first be taking a look at SX Xylo's team statistics and their roster. I know specifically on their team, the player Axis is the one we all keep our eye on. That KDR of 1.99. However, just to let you guys know, because we didn't really explain it before, the format for the Sniper Showdown tournament, the way it works is you have one U ratio on each side and two TRGs on each side. So that way it's not just, 3v3 with all U ratios. That way it adds a bit more of a mix into it. The TRGs can have their value. So usually, there's like one player that rocks the ratio. On SX Xylo's case, that is Axis. The other players usually rocking the TRGs. That's probably why they have the lower KD ratios. But overall, Axis is someone that I keep my eye on. We can also go and take a look at Invictus and see how they compare to it as well.
Invictus popping on up right here. A familiar lineup for them. You got Jimmy, Mixage, EXE, Valgrant, and Malik. Malik hasn't played at all, so if he comes in today in the finals, but probably not. Probably see those top three players for them showing up on the roster. Speaking of threes, here's the three maps we'll be playing on, and the order we'll be playing today: Warehouse, Overhaul, and Impasse. Get your favorite map there second, and then Head Glitch Heaven as the final map for the showdown. I believe the teams have pretty much all joined, so we'll be hopping in there shortly. Folks, let us know in the comment section down below who you think will be winning, whether it's Invictus or Essex Xylo. Be a YouTube poll popping up, but always curious to see what everybody's thoughts are before the YouTube poll does go up. Warehouse is going to be the first map. Still waiting for that Amazon package to show up. I haven't found it in the warehouse yet.
We do have an exciting set of matches here. Again, the finals are going to be a bit different from the rest of the tournament as far as the number of rounds as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Because for the previous rounds, we've been doing first to 9 for each map. For the grand finals, if I'm not wrong, it's first to 15. It's either first to 15 or 13. We might get some confirmation on that in just a second. Okay, it is first to 13. That is what we have been told. So either way, it won't be first to 9, first to 13, just to make the matches a bit more longer and a bit more exciting for SX Xylo versus Invictus.
You get a little extra time to mount a comeback potentially. As Xylo versus Invictus just about to start. Looks like we're going to dive on in here in about a minute, folks. Thank you for being patient. As Xylo beating out Team Rain, the reigning world champions, last week. And Invictus, we didn't get a see because Hammers forfeited due to not being able to well, fun to roster. Or I don't know if fun is the right word, but raise a proper roster. So I'm curious to see how Invictus is going to be playing as well. You have a very interesting lineup here. You didn't get to see how Invictus played in semifinals. Have something up their sleeve potentially, practicing a new strat. I mean, there's only so many things you can do here in the on these smaller maps. Of course, you're just rocking sniper rifles as well. But I have seen a couple interesting things. One player with a TRG getting very aggressive and rushing. Two players holding back. Sometimes they're switching the ratios off depending on where the player is spawning, trying to get that first opening pick, which we've seen teams do very, very well. Or in Xylo's case, there's just that one player access who is just holding it down as an absolute unit with that U ratio. I mean, the guy was like, I think a couple rounds over a 3 KD last week and the week before. So I think we'll have some very, very interesting play styles from both these teams coming up here. And we should be ready to go here. I'm just waiting for that confirmation, and we'll get rid of our semi-attractive faces and get into what you came to see. That is the game itself. Waiting for one team to confirm. Manthus, you got anything or anybody keeping your eye on specifically here? I think we're just about to dive on in, folks. As Xylo versus Invictus, that's the matchup. Again, YouTube poll popping up here shortly. You can make your voices heard over there. But let us know what you think the round count is going to be here. This is a best of 3. So if one team is to win first 2, well, that's it. We're out of here. It's got to be a 1-to-1 to go to map number 3. So do you think Invictus is going to go ahead and close it out in the first 2 rounds? Or is it Xylo going to go the distance with Invictus, taking us all the way over to Impasse? And what the round count's going to be? Is it going to be close, far? Always curious to hear your thoughts.
You know, it's gonna be tough to tell, but I do know that we're getting into it right now with our first round here. And again, we can already see it's going to be Axe is actually not rocking the Irish. Okay, very interesting. I was about to say Axis, my man. I'm expecting him to be rocking it, but he wasn't for some reason. So right now it's XZR with the Erisho trying to find some impact. He already gets a nice little wallbang tag on a Mixage there. EXE is going to drop Kuza. And XZR has been tagged down as well. He could be finished off potentially by a TRG. Mixage is going to take him out indeed with a headshot there. Now Axis is alone in 1v2. All players rocking TRGs right now. Mixage is already considerably low. Could be finished off by Axis here if he plays his cards right. It looks like he's trying to recover the Erasure when he has gotten it. Oh, and he's going to spot that player, but Mixage is locking it down. Invictus starting off nice and swiftly, 1-0.
Axis now having the ratio back in his hands. As we move on into round number 2 here. This is a fun map just due to the elevation differences here on the catwalk and being able to jump around and whatnot. Ooh, there's Axis, man. Already starting out strong with the ratio. Getting the
Okay.
2K. Yeah, like this man is absolutely nuts. Almost trying to get the ace here. He's thinking about it. He decided not to. He's going to give his teammates an opportunity to pick up this kill here. They're pushing him with the TRG. XZR is a little low. Axis is just waiting, and there he is. XZR is going to finish off Vulgrin here, and that's Xylo is going to tie this back up as we move into round number 3. Again, for those of you just joining for the first time, Axis is an absolutely lethal unit with that U ratio. Speaking of that, though, are they all going TRG, or what was that? Did you see that?
Uh,
Okay, no, we're good.
oh,
I was like,
okay.
all 3 of them were holding TRGs for a second. I'm like, that is a little odd.
Yeah, it's usually a little bit of a mix-up, like, hold on, who's running the ratio again? And they just want to make sure they don't rock 2 ratios by accident. So that's probably what ended up happening there. Volgrant is going to open up with our second pick of that round. Oh my goodness, Kuza, yeah, I don't think you're doing much here. I mean, you're getting pushed from all directions, and Volgrant just jumps around and takes him out.
Invictus. The second point on the board here. So far, we're just starting off, but I'm seeing both these teams are fairly equal in skill. Nobody's yet necessarily pulling away. Just
Yeah, and one interesting thing, because I know we talk about this a lot, is, do they keep one person on the ratio? Do they mix it up a lot?
Mhm.
And I mean, normally as Xylo, we're like, they're the team who never mixes it up. It's always Axis with the ratio, but he's pretty much not been using it much this game so far. Like, they've been switching it around a lot, which is kind of interesting.
Well, it's because we said he was rocking the ratio all last. Caster's curse. No, but it is interesting to see him not using that U ratio as much as he has been. Because, like I said, he is, I mean, an absolute unit with it, but he's opting to go with a TRG, spread the love around with the U ratio, but maybe that might not be the best decision. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what the thought is on that. Ooh, XCR picking up a nice headshot, and X's that's going to finish off X there.
Neck and neck so far. Again, this is going to be first to 13 instead of first to 9 like the previous round, so it should be a bit more of an exciting matchup here as these teams continue to progress throughout the rounds. They'll have a bit more time, like you were saying, make a comeback or try and pull off a lead. Whatever could happen, we have a bigger score line to end out this first map.
Boom, right
Okay,
into his
Mixed Age.
crosshairs.
I mean, I've seen Axis clutch these left and right. I think he could do it.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I mean, we saw him with Team Rain do this several times last weekend.
and he's already dropped the Eurasia, so it's looking good for him.
Yeah, and he's sitting at 100 HP and 100 armor, so he's at least 2, potentially 3 shot coming in from that TRG. Ooh,
Yeah, I think he's doing it. I think he's gonna do it. There's no way he doesn't.
I don't think he knows Vulgrant is over here on the catwalk. Oh no, now he does. Shots fired. He makes it
Okay,
look easy, dude. I mean, it's disgusting. He makes it look easy.
we're gonna be seeing a lot of 1v3 action with the Eurasios today. I can tell. Again, Invictus getting a little aggressive. I know it's kind of their play style, but they have been forfeiting a couple picks that probably shouldn't have been going their way. Again, I kind of get it. You can't just sit in your spawn all day. Someone's got to peek or do something eventually. And look at this Invictus. They're all stacked together on the same side. Okay, now one of them is rotating around to try and contest access, but he's just locking down this long angle. And it looks like he's going to miss that shot. Tries to go for another one, but he's going to miss it again. Now he chooses to back up. Oh no, never mind. Okay, just going to fly around the corner and take out EXE with a jumping headshot. And Volgren gets dropped as well. Okay, Axis' man is on fire right now. Someone. Oh, okay, Mixage, never mind. What a shot by him. XZR is
Oh,
going to clean up the round with a nice blank scope of his own, but oh my goodness.
it's early on here. Still map 1 and everything, but Xylo is just very, very consistent on those sniper rifles. Not making any predictions or anything, but it's looking good for them. Invictus needs to do something here. Vulgrim is going to open it up, finding XCR. Axis tagged down low. There's Vulgrim, picks up the 2K on him. Now it's all up to Kuza here with the TRG to work with. Going to be difficult. Still alive. He does have that helmet, which is an interesting decision because it doesn't really help you that much. And he's missing shots over and over and over again. But it slows down your movement speed. We talked about this before where there's really not a point in purchasing that, especially if you're rocking that TRG. Go ahead, get rid of the helmet and just be a little bit more mobile. We've seen some players opt not to purchase the helmet and just stay with the TRG, get some really impressive shots, and able to dodge the opponents just because of that extra movement speed.
Ooh, Axis getting dropped already. That's going to be huge. I think Xylo might be able. No, they tried to recover the Eurasia, but Mixage is locking it down. Kuza now is the last one, but Invictus are trying to tie it up here this round.
Mm.
Okay, he's getting jumped from every angle. Has already been tagged down once. I think he's a dead man any second now. Gets an okay. Wait, hang on. He got a nice tag on Volgren there before getting dropped. But we're now looking at a 4-4 scoreline.
See, I talked a little bit in favor of Xylo, and now it's all tied up. I'm sorry, guys.
Maybe we should just keep our mouths shut, let the games play, no
I know. We
caster's
should just
curse
not.
that
Yeah,
way.
we should just keep our mouth shut. Period. I mean, what are we doing? Access to open it up, finding Mixage. See if he can pick up a quick little 2K, but that's not going to happen. Vulgrim's going to run over here and pick up this ratio on the ground, but Axis knows it's coming. Ooh. Vulgrim staying alive and goes ahead and gets the revenge kill there on Axis. Now they're putting this in a 2 versus 2, as Xylo is going to have to move around here and pick up their U ratio. Vulgrim should be waiting here, and he's going to find XCR without too many difficulties. Kuza's the last player left alive. And a 1 versus 2 at the TRG. This is a little bit more doable, but he's have to get the ratio player down first, preferably. I'm surprised XZ hasn't pushed him yet. Get the ratio there in the back, get a little more aggressive with the TRG.
I think, oh, maybe he could go for, okay, I guess he's able to recover the ratio here, kind of just jiggling it out. Okay, he's gonna get spotted, but he is able to recover, so that's big. Kuza currently 0-6 in this first map, looking to see if he can change that up here in this 1v2 situation. Getting pushed from two sides now, EXZ is going to get spotted out, and at the same time, his egg glitch is being held from the other side. Kuza is in a bit of a pickle, I guess you could say. He's very... Okay, wait, what a shot. Now it is a
Guess he
1
likes
versus
pickles,
1.
man. Ratio v ratio here. It's one shot kill for either of these players unless they hit themselves in the big toe. Then it's just going to be a little difficult to walk.
That little angle right there, I think that's gonna be how this ends. Like I've never seen that angle used before. It's crazy like what kind of new angles can come to life in a sniper showdown tournament. Like that is such a unique angle. And Kuza's
Ooh,
gonna win it out.
I thought Valgrant had him right there. Kuza's just a little faster there on the trigger as Xylo has retaken the lead.
Now it's SX Xylo who are all stacking on the same side. Very interesting. Oh, but Volgren spots the legs out. Yeah, there we go. Trying to go for that chip damage on the player. Now he knows he's forced to back up. Man, everyone is just stacking together on this side. MixH has not left this long sort of alleyway yet. He is locking it down until tomorrow. I don't know what to say. Like, literally, he's waiting for someone to peek it. Okay, Axis opens up with a huge pick. MixH is going to get dropped. Looks like I spoke too soon. But okay, huge pick by Volgren in return, though. That's going to be headshot on the Eurasia player. We're now even back up. All TRGs on the board right now. Maybe someone's going to try and recover Eurasia. Yeah, XZR has managed to pick one up. And I believe it's going to be Volgren who's trying to go for one as well on his teammate's body. EXC's already been tagged, but Kuza has been too from the leg shot. I think he can still survive one more TRG tag, though, just because he still has that full armor. And yeah, XCR is going to drop one. Now, Volgren, he has recovered the ratio. He's going to spot a player over there by the plane. Oh, he's going to get tagged down. That's not good. It's going to be hard for Volgren to win this with 38 HP, no armor to his name. Maybe he could pull something crazy off here. I don't know. Oh, he's going to spot a player jumping. And, oh, you needed to hit that shot, Volgren. I don't know what to say. I don't think it's looking too good now for Invictus on this round. They're probably going to lose it. Yeah, there we go. XZR cleans it up nice and easy. And now SX Xylo, I think for the first time in this match, are leading by 2.
Up to round number 11. Again, folks, for those who are just joining, match point will be 13. You have to make it to 13 in order to go ahead and clutch this up. So best of 27? No, 25. Mixage opening up there on Kuza. That's a lead Invictus needs. We'll see if they can keep it, though. Axis looking to get that first kill. To me, XDR actually put down Mixage. Quick trade out, though. Axis, speaking of the devil, in this 1 versus 2, XZ is rocking that U ratio. Volgren with the TRG. Again, opting to go for the helmet. Interesting decision. Man, Axis is just an absolute demon with that thing. You need an exorcist to get him out of that corner. There he is. Once again, getting another 2K. And SX Xylo is now leading by 3 as we move into round number 12. This is the biggest lead so far either of these teams have had. Can we bring up the scoreboard quickly? Well, I don't know if we have enough time here. Maybe we'll do it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, quickly. 13-7, Access. XCR, 7-7, neutral there. Kuza, 2-7. If Kuza's able to pick it up a little bit, wow, speaking of Kuza, getting dropped there by Mixage right out of the gate. He's able to pick it up just a little bit. And same way for, I think it was EX on the side of Invictus, who's a 1-8. You could see.
Yeah, and again, I mean, the TRG players, you know, at the same time, it kind of makes sense, but I'm telling you, we've seen it in a lot of earlier rounds. People who can lock down the head glitches with the TRGs. They are like, they can have huge impact on these tournaments. Even if their KD's not the best, we want to see a couple more picks. I'm sure they got some nice damage as well. You know, a lot of tags that maybe end up being assists or just the ratio finishing them off. So it's kind of hard to tell. Axis is kind of pinned in a corner right now, but again, I've seen him clutch these left and right, so I don't know what to say. Volgren is getting super aggressive on him though. Yeah, Axis just whiffing the shots, and there we go. Volgren's going to clean it up. Invictus are now 7-5. Not gonna let SX Xylo lead by that much.
Taking a quick look here at the YouTube poll, basically neck and neck here. Slight advantage. Actually, I just changed big time. Never mind. 57% in favor of Essex Xylo, 43% in favor of Team Invictus. Playing for that first opening pick here, XCR. Thought he was going to move up. He's opting to stay down here. They're all favoring towards this left side. Is that where the ratio player is? Or Invictus? No, it's not. Mixage player number 1 here is over on the left-hand side. About to go into a duel, potentially with XZR, if he exposes himself up there in the catwalk. X is looking around over there towards him. There's Mixage with that U ratio, going to finish XZR off. They know where the U ratio is at now. Whoa, what? I don't know how he hit that, man.
Okay.
Mixage going for the... Oh, he's going to push
Okay.
it up. Mm.
That's what we like to see.
Look at that. Team Invictus taking the first round here as we come into the flip. Not that the flip does too much. Basically, you got mirrored side of these maps.
Okay,
Ooh.
Mixage, just dropping Axis immediately. That is the thing Invictus needs to do. Like, you want to win, you take out Axis off the bat. And I love how they just lock down this long IO, right? Because then the ratio gets dropped. They try to go for it. It could be a potentially, you know, another easy bit. Look at this, like Mixage, he's just locking it down. I don't think that player is able to recover the ratio. Actually, I spoke a little too soon. Uh, it's gonna be Kuza who was trying to go for it. Okay, Mixage gets dropped. That's gonna be pretty huge. This could go either way now for this round. All TRGs on the board. Volgren has recovered, or yeah, there we go. He's recovered his teammates' ratio. SX Xylo still haven't recovered one yet, so they're both rocking the TRGs right now. Oh, Volgren, he's gonna get a little chip damage on that player. I think he hit him in the leg or something.
Volgren waiting patiently, trying to hold that area. He knows where he's at. Had the mobility advantage. Ooh, Volgren gonna find Kuza. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if he can hop around and move fast as a rabbit. The hunter will still find you with that U ratio. XCR is here. That's a fantastic flip.
Oh, this is definitely doable for XZR now. I think he could pull this one off easily. Oh man, EXZ, that was a tag you needed to get right there. Oh, they're both gonna trade tags. Okay, it's literally just who hits the shot first now at this point. They're both low. I think they know that. And EXZ is going to be the one to clutch it up. Invictus had now tied it back up heading in around 15.
Round number 15 underway here, neck and neck. I'm getting the feeling we're going to be pretty close coming in here to point number 13. Doesn't look like you're going to have too big of a spread unless one team is able to pull away. Just based on how they're playing right now, it just seems like it's going to be close. Biggest lead we've had so far is 3 rounds, and when that happens, quickly gets closed. Both these teams taking it very slow, very assiduous player. Plenty of time on the clock, 4 minutes to work with. Ooh. Mixage continuing to rock that U ratio, and Axis also has it here on the side of Xylo. Mixage peeking out. If he can pick up the kill there on Axis over here on his left-hand side, that'll be huge for his team.
Oh, he's been tagged down by that TRG. Mixage is going to finish him off with the U ratio as well.
Big play there for Team Invictus. This could be them taking the lead here, unless XER and Kuza can go ahead and stay strong with these TRGs and clutch this up. It's going to be difficult for them. Tag one player here. And there's Mixage finding Kuza, and now XCR in this tough spot. 27 HP to his name. He's going to get tagged by Mixes as he's trying to run away with his knife out. That's going to be all she wrote there for Xylo in round number 15. We're moving into round number 16, and Invictus has taken the lead.
Oh, Mixage. Okay, Axis opens up with a huge pick. Your ratio gets dropped on the side of Invictus, and look at this, Axis is locking it down. Okay, he's gonna whiff the shot. I think, yeah, Volgren was able to get away with the ratio, but he's gonna get tagged down as well. Okay, what? Kuza. Oh my, what? What just happened?
TRG madness.
I don't know what to say. He's crazy with it. Makes it look too easy. There's no way he just did that.
And when you have somebody that can utilize a TRG like that, that's huge. Volgren doubling up.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. Invictus, they just switch up whoever's rocking the ratio all the time, you know? It's always a different person. Like, sometimes it's Mixage, sometimes it's Volgren. You know, you want to mix it up, maybe give someone a different change of pace. That's what we like to see. And I guess it looks like Xylo are missing a player for this round. Maybe they need to get a substitute or something. We may or may not be going into a tactical pause after this round just so they can try and get a sub. Or it seems Kuza has joined back. Okay, maybe just a bit of a disconnect issue or something.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for them, though, as they're going to be stuck in this 2 versus 3 here, which will probably give Invictus a 2-round lead. Although Axis, we've seen him get out of tougher situations here. Hasn't been very strong these last few rounds. Now, up to Axis here. We've seen him do the 1v3 clutches. He's starting off strong. He's going to find Mixage, making that a 1 versus 2 now. Volgren trying to grab the high ground. Be careful, Anakin. Obi-Wan is here. He knows where he's at and looking up there. Mixage is down.
Oh.
So is EXZ. Volgren, the last player alive.
He got a big tag, so it is okay.
Ooh!
And the wall banger closed it out. Volgren. I'm telling you, dude, the TRG plays just look so clean. Like, you're so quick and mobile with it. You know, hopefully, after this Sniper Showdown tournament, so we head into, you know, bigger tournaments for 2023, we'll see more players rock the TRG. Some of our champions from this tournament, perhaps, the ones who have gotten a lot of TRG experience that they otherwise probably wouldn't have. Axis is going to open up again, huge. Your ratio gets dropped, still locking it down for his team. Volgren trying to recover it right now. Oh, but no, Axis is going to drop him. He has it on lock right now. EXE does get a big tag there as well onto Axis, though. But he's going to clean up the round with the quick ace. Again, I don't know, man. I feel like at this point, if I was Invictus, you got to read it at this point. Axis, he peeks that long aisle every round. That's the always way he contests with the ratio. And then he just holds it down whenever someone tries to go pick it back up. Oh, but I guess Mixage got a good spawn on it this time, so this time he's the one who's going to be locking it down. But it seems as though no one is contesting it quite yet. Who's the first one to take a little bit of chip damage with that TRG, get his armor dropped. Everyone kind of just spread out right now on the side of Xylo. making sure they have the perfect amount of map control so no one can push up or anything. Mix Age with the ratio needs to be careful. He's in a risky spot, and Axis is gonna
Ooh.
drop him somehow. Kuza as well finding one. Volgren is now in the 1 versus 3. Xylo, they're on the hunt for him. He's been spotted, and yeah, I don't know. This is not looking good. He's already been tagged down as well. Okay, Volgren does get a nice tag of his own there. But he's getting pushed from behind as well, and Axis just cleans it up. We're looking at 10 to 10. It's literally neck and neck. I have no idea who's gonna win this first map.
Looking at the YouTube poll here, 55% favor Xylo, Invictus at 45%. So still slightly favoring Xylo here. And just based on what I've seen over I mean, I didn't get to see Invictus play last week. So I guess there's like a slight bias for me from Xylo coming into this. They beat Team Rain and just watching how they played last week. So if you're Team Invictus, you really want to get this first point on the board. You don't want to be going into the map number 2 down. Ooh, access. That is just mean. You want that 1 round cushion. They got to be careful here. They're throwing away the lead they had. And there's Axis with a phenomenal ace. And that's Xylo has retaken the lead.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's time for Invictus to mix it up again. Now we have EXZ with the ratio. Axis has been locking it down for quite some time, and he also has a good spawn. Oh, he's actually not going to contest that. It's going to be Kuza who peeks it first. Now Axis, I guess he used him kind of as bait to see if it's clear. Oh, they're going to spot a player. Okay, come on. At this point, oh yeah, Kuza's going to get tagged down. EXZ? I don't know. I wouldn't contest that. The ratio is already on low HP. Okay, never mind. Contest it all you want. That is a huge pick onto Axis. Exactly what, like I'm telling you, the second you drop Axis, it's like, I feel like it's so easy for Invictus to just clean up their round. Like, they know exactly how they can finish it off. Axis is the biggest threat here with that ratio. He single-handedly aced, like, so many of the rounds that Xylo has won. And now Invictus have tied it back up. I mean, this couldn't be any closer. We could potentially have 13 to 12 on our first map.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very close here. Like you said, getting Axis down, it's not a guaranteed win, but it is as close as you can get to a guaranteed win, honestly, as soon as you get Axis down out of there. There he is, the man himself, finding Mixage. Jumping down here, looking around. He knows there's going to be a player over there contesting that hall. Did come out here. Oh, man, that FPS timing. Did you see that? He literally
Oh my god.
eyed it out of his scope as soon as he popped around the corner. It doesn't get more frustrating than that, folks. I know, because I've done it so many times. I'm sure you all have too.
And again, that's Axis as well who gets dropped from that. Like, it's just, I don't know. This could be a round on the board for Invictus. Again, I'm not going to count on these other players. XZR has recovered the ratio. We've seen him do some nice things this game. Volgren is currently looking to see if he can find someone still full HP. Probably wants to keep it that way. He doesn't want to get tagged down by TRG. Kuza is 38 HP. This man is going to get dropped any second now if someone breathes on him. And yeah, there we go. EXE, nice headshot. It takes him out as he jump spots. And now XZR is left in a 1v2, kind of holding down this angle. Okay, I think that's a wall bang. Yeah, he just got tagged down to
Oh, we got to hit
69
that.
HP.
Only 1 assist here for Axis. And if you're looking at Kuza, 0 assists.
Oh my gosh. It's just like who's gonna drop him first. Everyone is like, XZR knows he's in a 1v2. He can't overpeak, but at the same time, Invictus do not want to throw this round away. Like, we're so close to the end of the game that, I mean, we're getting a match point after this round. So they are all just playing super passively, trying to see XZR getting a little aggressive. I like it, but not too much. It's kind of trying to go for some aggressive peaks on angles. And Invictus, I don't know. I feel like they might slowly start moving up here in a second. I mean, XCR has been tagged once. I think a TRG tag on him would definitely, sort of ease up the cushion on the side of Invictus, maybe encourage him to push. But again, it's like we're into match point next round. Everyone is just, the nerves are kicking in. This first map would be huge, and this round could make or break whoever takes it.
Reload being popular. I think that's a wise decision. Go ahead and get those 10 rounds. That probably the last 10 you're going to use. Oh, man, that was a risky play right there. Almost got caught with his knife out. Dance it around. He just needs one player to peek him. And now you're in a much easier spot in a 1 versus 1. Both these players, though, at 100 HP and 100 armor. Can still be one shot, though, with the ratio. It's like parkour going on right now between with XZR. Jumping on the ground, jumping around, dodging bullets with his knife out, crouch, boom, missed a shot again. You mentioned nerves as well. I think there are. It seems like there's a little more nerves for Xylo today. Just so many more missed shots from all of these players on this side.
I mean, again, you also got to account for the ping, right? Both of these teams
That
are
is
playing on
true.
pretty high ping. That could be another factor. I think, okay,
Oh,
there
there
we
it
go.
is.
Vulgrid. That could be the pace changer that we needed to see for this round. X0, oh man, goes for a huge jump peak. Oh man, EAC. It's like everyone's just
You
whiffing
gotta
these
hit him.
shots, dude. Like, what is happening right now? Oh,
No.
XZR's gonna tag him. No way. If EXE wins this now, that would be so disappointing. Now he's pushed
You
up
got
in
one
their
round left.
spawn.
Yeah, he's gonna pop the reload. Wise decision.
I don't know. EXE has the high ground.
Oh man. Oh man. As Xylo has taken the lead again here. That patient play, man. The parkour action. 22 and 14 there for Mixage. 25 and 15 for Axis. I just realized Kuza disconnected, didn't he? So that's why his stats a little lower.
Yeah.
Mixage opening up here for his team Invictus, getting access on the ground. That's huge. Once again, that's Xylo down their top man here. XZR has picked up the ratio. Kuza with the TRG here needs to grab at least a little bit of damage. I have a feeling here we're going to have another long round 24 as these players just hold these angles as close as they possibly can, quickly peek out, fire, and duck on back. Oh, man, you have to hit that. So delayed there. Could be due to the ping. Again, these players are, well, Xylo is an Asian team, Invictus is European, and we're playing on a North America server, which gives them neutral territory. Speaking of Team Invictus, 2 kills coming in from EXZ there, and they have tied it on up, folks. It's going to be 13 to 12. Here we are. 13 to 12 is going to be the round count. It's going to depend on who's going to be walking away with the number 13 next to their name.
Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be a long round. I already know. I mean, guaranteed match point here.
First pick going to be huge.
Oh, I thought Mixage was gonna get him there. He's like jiggling. He spotted the head.
Yeah, first pick is going to be very telling. They know that. Ping, ding. Just trying to get somebody to move on out, grab a wall bang, pick up a little damage.
Man, and now look at this. They're all like rotating through the spawn. Maybe gonna try and take control of that long alleyway. Oh, an
Big.
XZR. Okay, but Vogren doesn't spawn with a pick of his own. Oh, and a tag as well on XZR. Man, I tell you what, they focus XZR, they make it a 2v1. But oh no, Mixage gets dropped. The U ratio is down, and it's looking like this could go to SXL unless Vogren can do the impossible here. I mean, XZR is tagged. He could make it a 1v1 easily if he just hits the shot on him. But man, Axe is just locking down this other angle right now. Oh, I think he spotted him there. Man, you can really tell the nerves are kicking in. Volgren, if he could pull this one off, that would be huge. Okay,
Ooh.
XAR, gonna get dropped. I don't know. One good headshot onto Axis, and this could be his round. It's go either way. Oh, man. The first whiff shot. I think Volgren is wondering where the U ratio is. If he could find the U ratio, that would be big right now. Oh, he spots it out. He's able to recover it. Okay, now this is going to be a very interesting 1v1 here. Oh, Axe is going to spot him out peeking there. Man, you can tell the nerves are kicking in. I mean, Ratio versus and it's going to be Volgren. Oh my gosh, Invictus have taken it away for the first map.
Axis taking a
Wow.
risky play. They're just a hard scope and see if Mixage was going to move up those stairs. If he had, that would have gone to Axis there, and his team has Xylo. But Mixage, excuse me, Vulgrant, decided not to do that. Goes low and gives him an uppercut. Team Invictus winning that 13-12, and they will be leading coming here into map number 2.
Wow, what
Well
a
played there to them.
incredible first round. I don't know what to say. I mean, 13-12. I think we'll be seeing, some more close maps coming in the near future. Again, this is a best of three. Invictus have taken the first map. Our second map will be over on Warehouse. So, I mean, whoever can, if Invictus can pick this one up, then they could just close it out 2-0. So SX Xylo, they definitely have a bit of an uphill battle to fight, and especially considering I anticipate some long games coming, it'll be tough. But I think it could be anyone's game at this point, just because of how close that first map was.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. I think you need to see a little bit more assist coming in for on the side of SX Xylo, those players with the TRG. I know Kuza disconnected, but he had one assist. I don't know how many he had assists before he had left, but the other player, XZR, I think he only had 3 assists for the entire game. That's not something you really want to see rocking that TRG. You need a little bit more help there. And if those players, the TRG, can help access that a little bit more, that could be huge and really help Essex Xylo out. Because there seems like a lot of missed shots coming in from both those teams, but specifically from Essex Xylo. Anyways, folks, with that being said, map number 2 is being prepared right now, and we will see you after a short break. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Team Invictus is currently leading 1-0 in this best of three series. We're heading over to Warehouse right now, or shortly, I should say. The teams are joining up, and we are preparing that map number 2 as we speak. But before we hop on into that, let's go ahead and take a look at the prize pool so we can go ahead and show what these teams are competing for here. Mantis, you want to go ahead and take that away?
Yeah, again, a quick rundown of the prize pool. There is a first place and second place prize, so both teams competing today are going to be winning something. First place will be getting 700 US dollars, 5 ratio champion skins, 300 mobile esports credits, which can be redeemed in the MES shop, and 20,000 critical ops credits. The second place will be getting 300 US dollars and 5,000 critical ops credits. So a lot of goodies on the line for both of these teams, and whoever can close out this best of three can take that grand prize home of the first place champion.
We're going to see. Invictus is literally one 13 score away from taking that first place prize pool home. As Xylo has a little bit more of an uphill battle to work. We're going to see though. Warehouse, I believe we are ready, so we can go ahead and dive on into that, get rid of our semi attractive faces, and start and see who's going to be taking map number 2, whether it be Team Invictus or whether it will be SX Xylo. I know chat was favoring SX Xylo. We didn't get to see Team Invictus play last week due to a forfeit. Their opponent forfeited. So kind of coming in blind for, or people in the chat, myself as well, and you Mantis, blind to see how Invictus is playing. We saw both teams very close in map number 1. Is that going to continue to be the case here in map number 2, or now that both these teams are warmed up, is it going to be a little more lopsided? We're going to find out. Again, map number 2 is just about to start. We're going to dive on in here. Before we do, though, got to let you know, Code Esports Mobile is 30% right now at gfuel.com. That's right. Utilizing code Esports Mobile at checkout will get you 30% off anything on gfuel.com. You heard it correct, folks. Anything you put in your cart, all you got to do is apply that code, and it automatically deducts 30% off your entire order. Not only to get the amazing product that is G Fuel for a little cheaper, you also help us out here at Mobile Esports, which we so do greatly appreciate. I know the teams are drinking it. They're ready to go. They got the energy. They got the focus they need to perform properly. Let's go ahead and dive on in.
All right, and we're here just right into the first round. Again, Warehouse is an interesting one just because we do have the Heaven. It's always interesting to see where the ratio goes. And if they're ever going to mix it up. Again, that could be one reason why Invictus pulled it off. They're willing to be more I guess, they don't have the same person rock the ratio. They're willing to mix it up. Oh, okay, XZR. Huge TRG pick on a mix age to open it up. Currently, SX Xylo has the lead, but Invictus, I mean, they still have the ratio alive. I think anything could happen for this round. Until that ratio gets dropped, I'm not going to speak it. And yeah, XZR is going to get traded out as well. And EXZ is going to finish off Kuza as well. The TRG picks are already coming into play here just in our first round. Axis is left in a 1 versus 2. Thinks he's already getting pushed, but not quite yet. Oh, there's a player in the open right now, and he's gonna drop Volgren, getting super aggressive for some reason. Now EXZ is left in a 1 versus 1, and Axis is gonna close it off nice and easily. Again, I don't know how I feel about that ratio just being in the dead zone in no man's land. That's a very risky play to go for on the side of Invictus.
Risky and didn't pay off. We'll see if they decide to do it again as we move into round number 2. Those TRGs, there it is. That's what you need to see. That those TRG picks are going to be so crucial here. That's what you were missing in map number 1, where the TRG action. Whoa, Axis just obliterating Mixage there. Kuza coming in, trying to go for the no-scope. He's not going to be able to do it now down to 1 versus 2 here. He's waiting for him to pop out, and boom, Axis finds him. He X's that Zed out of there, Control Z's him back to spawn, and SX Xylo is now leading 2-0.
Definitely a
A whole
good
different
start
team.
for them.
Yeah. This is kind of what I was expecting from SX Xylo in map number 1. The TRG plays, coming in clutch, and then the ratio to finish them off. If SXI is able to keep this up, this is going to be very difficult for Invictus to come and bring this back.
Oh
Oh
my
my gosh,
gosh.
look at Axis, man.
I love
Oof.
he's so confident. He's taking the aggressive peaks. It's like, he woke up and he's ready to dominate. I don't know what to say. EXZ has dropped XZR. Oh, Axis is gonna spot him out there. And he's just going to tag him. I'm telling you, that's like ping difference right there. That man just died through the wall, but that's what happens when we're playing on 200 ping.
Well, fire has been lit under the butt of Team Essex Xylo here. They're not ready to go out just yet. Still early on here in the first map, but definitely a fantastic showing. You have a... Oh my gosh. I mean, we're not even 10 seconds into it, and there's already a player down on Invictus. There's another access. Boom! Kill shot. Vulcan is able to pick up a headshot, trying to go for the 2K. Here's able to tag him once, comes back towards heaven, looking rain down a little bit of lightning's gonna attack a shot there on Axis, trying to go for the double kill, not gonna do it. Axis strafing around, gonna move back, put a different angle on him, and it's Kuza coming from behind, gonna finish him off. Actually, I think that was a wall bang. Wall bang
Yeah, I
headshot.
think that
That's
was a wall bang.
Xylo. 4-0 here.
Yeah, I mean 9-1 on the side of Axis over there. I mean, this man, he
Nutty.
woke up and he's ready to pop off. And now, interestingly enough, Kuza has okay, I think they like switched up the ratios by accident. Now Axis has it back in his hands. EXZ has opened up onto Kuza there. I'm telling you, Axis is still alive, and he's gonna drop Mix Age. Oh, XCR is gonna spot that Erasure player out. He's gonna get tagged as well, I think by a wallbang. Again, a lot of wallbanging will be happening on this map specifically, so I'm not surprised to see, you know, a lot of chip damage and stuff coming from the TRG. And there we go, XZR is gonna get dropped. Axis has been spotted now, but I'm telling you, okay, Volgren is gonna close it off with a headshot. Invictus get their first round, put a stop to the momentum that Essex Xylo was building up.
Yeah, Invictus in a little bit more of a comfortable spot here, being that they won map number 1 on Overhaul. So you do have that little bit of cushion. Obviously, you want to close it out here, map number 2, but they do have that cushion, which definitely would be nice for them. As Xylo doesn't have that type of comfort, though. It's do or die here. Slowing it down a little bit. As Xylo putting a foot on the brake, making that horse slow down. See who's the first to pick up. Mix it inside heaven, looking down to see if he can strike. XZR, couple tags going back and forth. Again, as you mentioned, Mantis, wallbangs a lot more crucial here in this map. And those TRGs just doing a little bit of chip damage here, a little bit of chip damage there. Make it easier to finish those players off, either with their TRGs later on, or that ratio that one of their teammates are rocking. Minute has gone by almost here, and nobody's been dropped. XCR just got some valuable information. He knows all 3 players are over there on that side of heaven for Team Invictus. X is going to be first to open it up. Axis is down. That's a big play for them. I wouldn't be surprised if Invictus gets a little more. Yeah, now they're definitely getting aggressive. XCR,
Oh
they're
my
staying
gosh.
strong with the TRG. This is the type of action we were expecting to see, at least I was, in map number 1. He's got to be careful. He wasn't expecting to see him on his right there. Didn't even get a chance to look at him. Invictus has now cut the lead to only 2.
Yeah, I mean, I like to see Invictus putting rounds on the board. Okay, Volgren just opens up immediately. Mixage getting a little aggressive in the heaven here. Again, if someone can lock down the heaven with the TRG, I know it's a nice little headshot angle. Definitely the duel you want to be taking if you have a TRG. EXZ, huge pick headshot onto Axis. Now Kuza is getting pushed from all directions. Gets a nice tag there, but he's going to get dropped. Invictus kind of starting to build up a little snowball of their own. I mean, 3 in a row, they haven't been stopped yet. After they shut down momentum from Essex Xylo, they could potentially start to gain a bit of a lead here. Essex Xylo definitely need to try and stop that from happening. I think at the very least we might see, okay, Mixage immediately gets, okay,
Oh,
there we go. I just spoke it into existence or something. Axis, huge double kill.
manifesting shit.
Yeah, I don't know. EXZ, you're a dead man. I don't know what to say.
I'm
There's no
surprised.
way.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm surprised he got out of there alive. Axis is gonna blow his foot off right as he's ducking out the door there. As Xylo is retaking the lead up to 2 here. Let's see if they can extend it to 3, or if Invictus can go ahead and stop them from gaining more momentum here. We're underway. XCR instantly firing a couple shots there through the packages. Kuzu popping outside the heavens. See if he can find anybody. Nobody over here on his right-hand side. Looking over towards his, his left. Now looking over towards his right. Got to get that right. and left figured out. I still don't have that from, what was that, preschool or was it kindergarten? I can't remember. Obviously, I didn't learn very much. Pop it out now. Volgrit looking around. He sees a player up top there. He's going to move on out with his knife. Got to be careful. And he accessed is waiting for him right there. Now, 2 players up alive here for Team Invictus. EX has picked up the ratio there. Or maybe, or he already have it. He did, I think. It was a Volgrit was rocking the TRG. My bad.
Yeah, I think. Okay.
Oh!
Huge jump peak by Kuza, and again, Xylo. It's like now they've won 2 in a row. It's like we haven't had a single, back and forth type style round yet. It's like it's just been I'm gonna win a couple few, then you're gonna win a couple few. We're just gonna go back and forth. Um, Again, so a little too early to call anything, but so far Axis has been on fire. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. However, EXE does get a nice tag on him, but it doesn't matter because Volgren is going to just immediately get dropped. And now Mixage is alone in heaven. He's getting pushed very quickly. I don't know if he's going to expect him to already be on his flank. He's still battling this guy down there. And yeah, Axis with the ace. I mean, someone needs to stop this man, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Axis is absolutely nuts. Bring up the scoreboard here quickly, and we'll see. Just got 10 seconds before the start. Yeah, 18-4. Oh my gosh. Mixage 0-1. I see XCR 2 assists there. And this is the story, though, over here when these players with the ratio aren't performing as well, when the TRGs aren't getting as many assists. Oh, man.
Okay, it is a 1v2, but Axis has been dropped. So that's something you definitely like to see if you're Invictus. I think he could pull this one off. He just needs to not miss the shot on this player that's close to him right now. Oh, tries to
Yeah,
go for the no-scope. I don't know about that one.
the NOS
And yeah,
probably wasn't the best idea.
oh, he got a tag on him. That's unfortunate. I think he went for a bit of a leg shot there. What is happening right now? EXE, okay, he's just gonna book it to heaven. Play from a bit of a safer spot, I guess you could say. Oh my gosh, okay, I think he just broke this man's ankles. Bro was looking in heaven. He just dropped down and deleted him. Now we're in a 1v1. Kuza, again, hasn't been popping off too much this tourney yet. This could be his time to shine. If he win this 1v1, that would be big. Oh, and he's given away his position for heaven. Now he's rotating over towards the side here. Oh man, and EXE is gonna clean it up. Invictus now only are losing by 3. They really need to try and close this gap, or else it's definitely looking like map 3 is the wave.
Yeah, I think map 3 is definitely looking. I can see it beginning to appear here in my crystal ball. It is definitely looking like we're going to be heading on over there unless Invictus does something big here. But this seems like a totally different Essex Xylo from map 1.
Okay, Axis gets dropped already. That is what we like to see. I mean, the second he gets dropped, it's like, I don't think Essex Xylo have won a single round where Axis was dead. Like, if they have, then please correct me. It's like, usually, this man is the one that carries them to the lead here, no matter what. And now Kuza is kind of pinned down here. He's been tagged. 33 HP to his name. I don't know. You're not doing much in this situation. I mean, both players have you pinned in this spot here. Even a stray wallbang shot will probably finish you off right now. Okay,
Ooh.
Mixage gets a little too aggressive. I don't think EXE knows he's low, so still rocking the ratio. But he's gonna clean it up. Kuza tries to go for a jump peek, but EXE is ready for it. Again, the gap is getting closer and closer. Invictus now only losing by 2.
Axis going to open it up. 2 players alive here. Oh, make that 1 now as Axis gets another kill on EXE. Volgren, the last man here, tags him.
Okay, wait, hang
Nice
on, gets a
tags.
double tag. I don't know, this man is getting pushed from many directions.
Yeah,
And yeah, he's kind
in
of
a tough
pinned in a...
spot.
Oh my gosh, what is happening? How has no one hit him yet? What is happening? Okay,
Ooh.
Volker finishes one off. Maybe could finish the other one off. He's able to cross over as well. Maybe could make his way to heaven. I'm not sure. No, Axe is going to clean it up. I don't know how he was just in that corner for so long. But SXLO are going to make it 8-5 now.
Yeah, they're really consistently keeping that about 3-round lead ahead of Invictus. They need to do something big here in order to go ahead and break that trend, close that gap up, or it is going to be definitely a map number 3. Volgren escaping with his life was in a tough spot, had multiple players looking up at heaven towards him. Guess they should have said more prayers. XZ is there, and Mixage is now moving up, getting a little bit aggressive, feeling himself here. Teammate right behind him, Volgrant. Last player alive here is going to be Kuza with the TRG. That's a quick little blank scope, no problem at all. Oh, trying to go for him, dodges out. Man, you got to pick this kill up. But it's in a 1 versus 1. There's Ratio there on the ground. He's able to pick this kill up. He could go versus no knives. There we go. Thought he was going to switch out his knife for a second.
You
Mixage,
know,
eliminating
It's
Kuza.
it's weird because I'm watching Kuza right there, and I know he's quick switching. That's how you can tell these players don't use the TRG because the ratio, it's a common trick. A lot of people will quick switch. You shoot the bullet, you quick switch to pull that gun back out faster.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about it. But with the TRG, the fire rate is so good on it that like quick switching is actually slower. And it's just interesting to see. Like you can tell these players don't use the TRG because he's quick switching there when he is actually, and it's actually like slowing him down.
Well, yeah, and again, most of these players with the TRG are still rocking the helmet. I know you've discussed that several times. You want to go into that again? Why the helmet is kind of pointless for the TRG players?
Yeah, I mean, just because it doesn't matter. I promise you, even if you get wallbang headshot by a TRG, you're still gonna die, whether you have a helmet or not. Like, there's no way you're surviving a wallbang headshot. If anyone, like, we haven't seen, we've actually seen someone get wallbang headshot while they were full HP. It didn't matter. Like, it's just, there's no way that, like, it provides any benefit for a sniper-only tournament.
Yes, all it does is slow you down here a little bit with some movement speed.
Oh
Oh
my
man, yeah, there it
gosh.
is, right there. Perfect example of that.
Okay. Volgren does take out Axis. Maybe he could. Oh, he picks up the ratio as well. This is doable now. Kuza's in a 1v1. I think Volgren's about to 1v3 this. Hang on. I was about to say S6 Xylo easy round for them. But Volgren gets a huge pick and recovers the ratio. Okay, Kuza has picked one up for himself, though, as well. I'm telling you, Kuza's been in the 1v1 so many times. Dude, every time, bro. I want to see Kuza clutch up with the ratio. He always picks it up and goes for that jump peek or something. I want to see him clutch up at least once this stream, or I'll be disappointed.
You heard that, Kuza? Mantis wants you to do it, so do it.
Yes, please do it. I need to see it.
No pressure. Oh,
Oh, we got wallbang. That is tough.
that caught me off guard.
Volker now in a 1 versus 3. He knows Axis has the ratio over there. Oh man, that timing, dude. That could have been a huge pick onto Axis, and he unscoped at literally the worst time. And XZR is going to clean up the round. S6 Xylo are looking pretty good right now. They only need 3 more rounds to win, and they're also leading by 3. So Invictus, I don't know. I don't think they're going to pull this one off. This is definitely going to be going to Impasse for our decider.
Yeah, it's just gonna be so difficult for them here. That is 6 rounds you have to win here. Double the amount Xylo does, and nothing from Xylo play suggests they're gonna let you win 6 in a row, or even 6 and then them only win 2.
Ooh, what? Wait, what was that shot by Kuza? Oh my goodness. I don't know. Maybe he could do something crazy here. That was an incredible shot. He is gonna get tagged down, able to pop that reload, but Mixage is gonna clean it up. That was still a huge. I don't know what that shot was, but that was crazy by Kuza. Invictus now are only down by 2, not quite out for the count just yet. And Kuza is. I don't know if if they're gonna mix it up or what, but Kuza has the ratio right now instead of Axis. That's interesting. We
Oh,
okay, never mind. That's why he had it. He had the good spawn for it, and he's gonna get a huge opening pick on AXE. Almost gets a second, but Mixage is able to recover the ratio. Kuza does get tagged down, and Volgren's gonna clean up the kill onto Kuza. We're now in a 2v2. Axis currently needs the ratio, and yeah, he's gonna pick one up from the ground over there. Now we're oh, Volgren gets aggressive. It's not going to work out for them. Now Mixage is in a 1v2. This is a much needed round for Invictus if they want any chance of coming back on this map. But I don't know. He's gonna get tagged down. Oh, he tags Axis in response though. Man, I feel like someone's just gonna hit the right wallbang or something. All these these blank scopes from Axis.
Nutty. Whoa, he paused there for just a second. Paused a little too long. As Xylo now leading again by 3. They're 2 points away. 2 points away here, folks.
Yeah, this time Axis has the Ratio back in hand. Again, Kuza had a really interesting spawn there, so I can see why he rocked the Ratio during that round. And yeah, Axis, he just spawns in, peeks around the corner, and EXE gets dropped. Ratio immediately taken down. That's not a very good look for Invictus. Mixage in a 1v3 has recovered the Ratio, but XZR is the one to drop him. We're now at match point. I don't think Invictus win this one. Map 3 is definitely imminent to determine who our winner is going to be for this best of 3 series. I mean, you never
Hopefully
know.
that's
Maybe
Xylo.
they could pull off five in a row.
Maybe, but man, the way Xylo's been playing, that is, I would not put any money on that. Let's just say that.
You know, definitely not. I mean, there's no way. The only way I see it
Oh
remotely
man,
possible is if Xylo just starts getting super aggressive. But like Mixage has already been dropped.
yeah, and it's
Um,
Axis there. He's just an absolute unit.
I mean, Axis is low. A TRG could finish him off. Volgren, if he can get a pick here, that would be big. XZR is going to get taken out. Volgren is the man I've got my eye on right now. Like, if he can drop Axis, that would be big. He technically has the advantage right now. Oh, EXZ gets dropped. And Volgren, I think right now he's panicking, trying to see if he can recover a Ratio.
He knows it's do or die here. Rocking that helmet with the TRG once again. Not able to find anything. Kuza drops him. And folks, it's 13-8 as we move on into map number 3 here. 31-9. There's that 3 KD coming in again. Mixage 2-17. Man, that is just tough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. That's what happens when you're rocking that TRG. Again, I mean, it can be hard to find the value for it at times. I don't know what to say.
Yep.
You know, and again, it'll be interesting when we come into Impasse specifically just because of the head glitch. I think that's probably the map where the TRG shines the most, because there's a lot of head glitch wars and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if our players on the bottom of the scoreboard can pop off or find more impact as we head into the third map here.
Indeed. Folks, map number 3 is going to be prepared here shortly. Of course, we will have a short break time while we're waiting for map number 3 to come up. Impasse is going to be the next map. I expect it to be a little closer than Warehouse was, just like I said, due to the head glitch battles. Maybe 13-10, something like that. Or who knows, maybe Xylo is going to come out swinging, or maybe it'll be the other way around, and Invictus will come out swinging and surprise us all. Either way, map number 3 is going to be up here, and we're going to be concluding the Sniper Showdown tournament here on map number 3, Impasse here. We're going to find out who's walking away with the first place prize pool and who's walking away with second place. Folks, that being said, we'll see you on the flip side here after a short break. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Map number 3 is being prepared right now. Just had to do a couple things here in the background to make sure everything was on the up and up between both these teams. And excuse me. With all that being said, we are almost ready to dive on into map number 3, which is going to be on Impasse. As Xylo taking the L to Invictus on map number 1, and then it was reversed as we came into map number 2 as 13 to 12 for Overhaul, which is what Invictus won, and then 13 to 8 for Team Warehouse, which is where Essex Xylo won. The Essex Xylo from map 1 and map 2 seemed like two totally different teams. Coming into Impasse here, Invictus definitely, I think, has a little bit more of an uphill battle than Essex Xylo does. They did not seem to be ready for them in map number 2 at all. But you know what? They refilled those G Fuel shakers. They should be ready for them. And if you're thinking, I can't refill my G Fuel shaker, well, now it's the opportunity time to do that. While you're waiting for map number 3 to start, head on over to gfuel.com. Add what you want to your cart. Put in code esportsmobile at checkout, and you get to save 30% off your entire purchase on gfuel.com. That's right, you heard me correct there, folks. 30% off any product on gfuel.com by using that code esportsmobile at checkout. And by the way, you don't have to be good at math. The cart does it for you. That artificial intelligence is insane. It takes care of everything. You don't have to think anymore. You just click and consume. Nice and easy. Not only you get the amazing product that is G Fuel for 30% off, you help us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do so greatly appreciate. All right, one more player needing to join, and we will be ready to go ahead and get on into this map 3 here on Impasse. I'm excited. Manthus, you got any predictions here for map number 3?
You know, first of all, I know I said it a lot before. I don't know what to say. I'm a hater. I hate this map. Impasse, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I don't like it much. It's kind of weird. Like maybe on a good day, but I think we'll be seeing a lot of head glitch action just because it is Impasse. And so definitely this is a map where the TRGs will have the most impact out of any of the 3 elimination maps. Impasse is the one where we gotta watch out for those TRG players. They're gonna be contesting those head glitches, and again, the Eurasios, it can arguably be harder to use them if you're playing for those head glitch
Yeah.
battles, just because you got the slower fire rate, and if you can only hit the head, so yeah, it could definitely be a bit more. This is definitely like the map where we want to see the TRG players popping off. Again, there's still some longer angles that could be contested. Some of those straightaways with the ratio. But overall, whoever has the head glitch control, whoever's popping off with the TRGs, I think they're the ones we got to keep our eyes on as we come into this final map of the Sniper Showdown tournament.
Before we hop on into map number 3, just taking a look at the bracket where we've come. The Essex Xylo here on the right-hand side, and Team Invictus is on the left-hand side. And with that being said, we are ready, folks. Let's go ahead and dive on in. We'll get rid of the bracket. We're waiting for the final confirmation, and then we can go ahead and start this map number 3. I'm excited. Coming to the end here. Is it going to be Essex Xylo? Is it going to be Team Invictus? Chat, let us know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are on this. Axis, like you said, probably won't have as much impact here just because of all the head glitches. It's going to be the TRG players coming a little bit more clutch here. We'll see if that holds true. Could be Invictus's map. We'll see. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Oh, I'm actually being told here we got another split second before we do that. I guess a little more. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I think we're good to go. Here we go.
All right, and we're live with the final map. EXZ has already opened up with a huge pick for the beginning. Again, Axis rocking the TRG this time. I wonder if we'll see him run the TRG more this game, just because this is more of a TRG map. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to go for that. But again, we can already see the head glitch coming into play here. Axis is currently locking it down on his side. Mixage with the TRG as well. Axis has found a pick on the Vulgrant. And oh, okay, XZR is gonna drop EXZ as well, but again, Mixate just locking down this head glitch. He's already tagged XZR down once. One body shot is all it takes to finish him off there. Oh man, it looks like he's just dodging bullets left and right here. It's kind of hard to tell who's gonna pick up this round. Okay, wallbang tag by Mixage. That's gonna be big, and now it is a 1 versus 1 Axis versus Mixage again. It's literally just battle of the head glitches at this point. Who will pick it up? Oh man, they're just like they're jiggling around each other, and then the tree as well as an extra obstacle. Axis is gonna get tagged there. I think he hit his shoulder or something. Just barely missed the head. But now at least Mixage has the advantage. And I don't know how I feel about this one. Axis is gonna be hard to pull this one off unless he can just get a nice and swift headshot to close it out.
Ooh, there
Okay.
it is. TRG, baby. Invictus. Put the first point here on the board. Again, you can already see how clutch those TRGs here are on this map. Well, speaking of that, Axis is going to say, yeah, I can still utilize that U ratio. Oh my gosh, utilize that U ratio. Boom, boom. One play left alive here. Axis looking strong. And XZ is going to go ahead and even the body count board. We're 1-1 here. U ratio v TRG. And it looks like Hughes is going to go ahead and pick that U ratio up and loses it to XZ with a nice little ace there. Invictus leads by 2.
Bit of a strong start. I know last map was the other one where we got to see, a bit of a bit of a snowball effect in the beginning, on the side of SX Xylo. Our first map was back and forth pretty much the whole time till the very end. So it'll be interesting to see if it's gonna be back and forth a lot or one team trailing by a lot. But Axis has already gotten our first pick of their own. EXZ tagged as well. It's looking like this should go in favor of SX Xylo unless EXZ can do something incredible here. I mean, he is not contesting the head glitch right now, so maybe he could try and pick one off, but no, XZR is just locking down that angle. Tries to go for a jump peek. I think he bumped his head on the ceiling there, so it didn't really work out in his favor. But right now, S6 Xylo, they've managed to make it 2-1. Not going to let Invictus take a 3-round lead on them, so that's definitely what you want to see if you are on the side of S6 Xylo. Just continuing to, try and stop that momentum and get some rounds. And again, it's just such an interesting map to see take place here. Alright, EXE. Huge first pick onto Axis. Oh, Mixate just spotted one out there, just barely. Couldn't quite land the shots. And XZR with the Erasure right now. We want to see him find some impact. That would be pretty big to turn this round back in the favor of SX Xylo. Oh, he spots one there just between that little umbrella right there, but he couldn't quite land the shot. Man, it's like the timing is just getting these players left and right. They keep like having a kill and then they can't react to it, or they just barely miss a shot. Yeah, EXZ, man, I thought that was gonna be his pick right there. It's like, I don't know if it's timing or the lag or both.
Yeah, I'd say it's a combination of both there. Again, we're playing on a neutral server here between both these teams. Actually, Xylo from the typically plays on Asia servers, and Invictus playing on European servers. So we're on, I think it's North America 1 here, which gives them the closest ping or most even ping between both these teams. I think it's about average of 200. And I think Xylo has closed the gap and tied it up as we move into round number 5.
And
All
again,
good.
I'll be
0
interested to
and
see.
4. Go ahead,
I
sorry.
mean, I would say I'll be interested to see if Axis continues to not rock the ratio for the rest of this game, because it's been XZR mostly so far. Oh man, that player is definitely pinned. XZR cannot let him leave that corner. I think he just needs to lock it down, but it looks like he's distracted by the other players as well. So far, Kuza is the only man dropped on either side right now. But still a lot of passive gameplay. Again, this is probably the one map where you cannot get aggressive at all. Maybe if it's like a 1v3, then you can, start to push up. But, that crossing in the middle of
Still
the map
risky.
there, it's like, yeah, it's like no man's land, dude. There's no way that you are going to be able to just run across in, like, one of these scenarios. Like, I know it might seem like there's a lot of cover, but, like, just once you get to the very middle, there's no way. Oh, Axis tries to go for the ratio, but Mixage is going to be the one to drop him.
Denied. We're underway. Round number 6. Axis is clutch with those opening picks. XER gonna get deleted by Mixage after his teammate tagged him. Axis over here on the right-hand side. Mixage looking to see if he can find him. Ooh. Looks like Xylo might be able to tie this back up, and like Mixage is able to do the big here. Trying to avoid showing his head too much.
I don't know. I don't think Mixage clutches
Ooh.
this one. Yeah, Axis, he's ready to tie it up. Again, neck and neck so far. I think we had like a 2-0 lead at one point, but besides that, it's pretty much been neck and neck. And Axis seems to be picking the ratio back up. Okay, Vulgar, I thought that was going to be collateral, I'm not going to lie. But Axis gets dropped off the bat. That is definitely huge for them. And he's almost looks like he's getting on the offensive. Yeah, XZR is going to drop him. That was a little interesting by Vulgar there. I don't know how I feel about that aggressive peak. I think EXZ, I don't know if he's aware he's getting pushed right now. XZR is put, okay, nice wallbang headshot. I think he's a little paranoid about it. Oh, I think he saw him. Okay, yeah, EXZ's gonna tag him. I think this is, never mind. Okay, XZR to close it out. What a shot by him. I thought for sure that was EXZ's clutch. He hit that nice headshot onto the guy jiggling by the head glitch. Tagged the other guy that was pushing him. But XZR just said no sir, hit him with that blank scope and gave Xylo their lead.
Axis the last man alive. Usually if he's in this 1 versus 3, I'd be kind of confident, but this map, it's just not like the last 2.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen Axis do it before. Again, just because it's Impasse, I don't know if he can pull it off. This map is much harder. There's so much cover in the head glitches. I don't know if it's so much harder to pull off a 1v3 on this map, but it's definitely not unheard of. We've seen it happen before in the past. Right now, Axis just needs to play this smart, but he's gonna get tagged down. And now any sniper can finish him off at this point, so I don't know. Oh, I think yeah, he spotted that player jiggling out over there. Oh man, the timing just got him. He was able to cross. Oh, I don't know how he didn't hit that shot. I thought that was his shot for sure. Oh man. At this point, I'm just wondering who's gonna connect the shot first. Like, will Axis even get one? It's tough to say just because, like, it just comes down to reaction, you know? And again, they're all just playing so passively, you can't really do anything because of the map. You can't afford to give up a pick. Because, like, even a 1v3 versus a ratio is just so easily losable if you play that head glitch right. And yeah, EXZ is going to get dropped. Volgrant could still get the kill. Okay, Axis, wallbang headshot by him. Now Mixage is alone. I know I was just talking about it, but maybe we'll actually see a 1v3. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Axis, no way.
Mom, get the camera. He can still do it. Oh,
I think
Axis was
XZR
AFK.
knows. I don't know, I couldn't tell. I thought that like he was trying to I don't know, but either way, no one has been dropped quite yet. Axis locking down this head glitch once again. Oh, we just had a bit of lag actually there. I don't know if you caught that or not, but
I blinked and missed it.
um okay, but Axis, man. Oh, and they're gonna be switching guns right now. Okay, Axis now has the ratio in hand. He's gonna spot a player. If he can isolate this player that's stuck behind that umbrella, that would be pretty big. Oh, spots the player on the head glitch. I thought at that point he was gonna try and go for it. but he wasn't able to land the shot. Oh man, just spots him out again. It's just like the nerves, the lag, the map. It's like all three just lead to so many missed shots. I don't know what to say. Like, this is probably the one map where you gotta be worried about, am I about to run out of ammo on my gun? Axis is able to drop Mixage. EXE does get a trade on to Kuza. We're in a 2 versus 2. And EXE and Vulgrin are both pretty low. So technically, Xylo does have the advantage. XZR could finish one off with a TRG if he could just land one more body shot.
Ooh, Axis got a nice little angle here. Ooh, man, that flick. He makes it look so easy, man. Makes it look so easy.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of traded shots. Again, I think it'll be kind of okay. Mixage is gonna get dropped. I think it'll be kind of funny if someone runs out of ammo at least once in one of these rounds, just from missing too many shots and like no, they somehow haven't found a kill yet. I doubt it'll actually happen, but who knows? Oh, okay. I think Mixage. Yeah, that's a nice little wallbang tag there. EXZ is gonna drop Kuza as well. Axis left in a 1v2. He is pretty low though. I don't think he can survive a TRG body shot. Maybe a TRG wallbang, and he will still be hanging by a thread. But just not much HP to work with on his side. He's just trying to isolate these angles right now, just locking down one thing at a time. Oh, I think he spotted that player over there. Yeah, EXE is going to get dropped. Okay, now it is a 1v1 Euratio versus Euratio. Axis. Okay, Mixage is going to jiggle up and take him out. Invictus now have made a 4-6. Not going to let Xylo lead by 4 just quite yet. They are still, you know, they're not out for the count on this map yet. Oh man, a little bit of a jiggle peek by XZR there. And Kuz is going to be the one with the Euratio this time. Oh, Vulgrin, I think he spotted one. Okay, Mixage is able to drop Axis. And he's able to drop XZR as well. Kuza is the last one alive. I think this is going to be 5-6 in favor of Invictus any second now. Unless Kuza can do the impossible. I love how aggressive that one player is. He's standing on top of the Heglitch. Okay, Kuza's going to tag him down. Oh, gets another tag. Hold on. A lot of chip damage for Kuza. That's 2 free kills if he could just outreact them and hit the body shot. But yeah, it's like, look at this. All 3 players on the side of Invictus locking down the Heglitch, and Kuza now has been tagged as well, down to 38 HP. Mixage is going to clean up that kill nice and easily. Invictus looking to maybe tie it up here before we go ahead and switch sides.
Very, very close. Kind of wasn't expecting coming into this map after seeing Warehouse, just based on how the map is set up, that we're going to see a much closer score line. But I say it was like 13-10 is what I was thinking. Definitely seems that we might get that. Might even be closer. Oh, that was a risky play. A little exposing himself there. Axis see if he can find a headshot. XCR moving up, gets tagged. This is when this 1v3 can be possible. When they push up like this, they gotta be careful. They're able to get players on each side, though. And XZ is gonna get deleted. Going into the flip here, as Xylo leads by 2.
Again, I don't think has did Invictus they had I can't remember. I don't think Invictus have had the lead yet in this map, right? I think it's been SX Xylo the whole time.
Early on, they
Uh,
had the lead.
they did? I thought it was maybe I'm wrong. But either way, it would be nice to see Invictus take a lead back at some point. Again, it's pretty close right now. A lot of neck and neck rounds. If they could just like take a break like this round right here, I think it's doable.
Oh,
Oh,
so
Mixage
close.
is, man, I thought he was gonna spot him out there. Again, a lot of the times on our end, it looks like they probably have a nice and easy kill when maybe they don't, you know, again, just because of probably the ping difference. Um, both of these teams are playing on a sort of a middle ground server since they're from different regions, so they both have high ping, but it's roughly the same.
Yeah, it makes it just a little bit more difficult to hit shots sometimes. Well, the headshots, which this map is all about.
And I don't know if that's the first time I've noticed, but Mixage flexing that custom reload for the ratio right there, the little clip flip. I don't know if he
Ooh.
will, okay. And he's gonna drop XCR as well. Invictus could very well tie it up here, and I don't think they've had a tied scoreline for a while in this map, so that would definitely be big for them if they want a chance at winning this one. Oh man, Mixage spots one jumping across. Axis is just waiting very patiently. If someone peeks that, that would be big, but I don't think it's going to happen. Axis knows as well it's not happening anytime soon. He's going to choose to reposition on that head glitch and just use it to his advantage. Axis is the only one who's taken damage this round so far. If he could be finished off, that would be big for Invictus. I'm telling you, this man has been carrying SX Xylo all day for the whole tournament. There we go, he's gonna get dropped. But Kuza gets a huge headshot of his own onto EXE. Mixage is able to recover the ratio. Now it needs to really clutch up this 1v2. Both players have TRGs. I'm not sure if Mixage is in the one-shot range or not from a body shot. He may or may not be. Maybe the armor will barely save his life, but Mixage, he already got a tag onto XZR as well, so I don't know what. Oh, wait, what? Okay, he just said, hang on, I think I know exactly where he is. I'm gonna go for a random wallbang, and he takes him out somehow. Mixage is just dancing around this head glitch with Kuza. Oh, Kuza's gonna drop down, go for the aggressive peek. No, he's gonna choose to back up. He decided, hold on, that is way too risky. I'm not doing that. And at this point, it's anyone's round, you know? Like, I don't think... I wouldn't look at either player and say they're going to win this. I think they both have the head glitch. It just comes down to who gets lucky or who gets the better timing. I think that's really it, to be honest.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, the only slight advantage Kuza has is potential wall bang, but it doesn't even matter. He grabs a headshot on Mixage, and Xylo is back to leading by 2. Oh, it was so close. I thought he was going to have it.
Dude, I honestly thought he did too. Somehow, no tags have been found from that little altercation right there. Axis, oh, he's locking it down. Oh, spots the player jumping across, but can't quite connect the shots. Oh man, Kuza. Okay. EXE is going to get tagged down there. XZR has received a tag as well. HP is pretty much evenly split between both teams. You gotta wonder who's gonna be the first to fall. I mean, it could be one of the lower players. Maybe Euratio will pick someone off. Volgren, okay, headshot onto XZR. That's going to be huge. SX Xylo are now down a man. Axe is still alive with the Euratio. We could see him have some impact. Yeah, Volgren just got wallbang tagged by that Euratio. He's got to be careful now. And Axis is going to finish him off. We're now in a 2 versus 2. And okay, Kuza as well, headshot onto EXZ. And it's Mixage left alone in the 1v2 situation, just dancing around this head glitch. He's gonna have a tough time winning this 1v2 out, I think. Just because, you know. I think if he can play this right, though, he might be able to isolate the gunfights. There we go. Kuza is going to get dropped, and now Axis is the one that's left in the 1 versus 1. And Mixage, man, he's just like, he's dancing around. I don't know what to say. Both players full HP. Both have Euratios. This is anyone's game. Oh man, Mixage trying to mix it up a little bit. Goes for a little bit of an aggressive peek there.
Ooh,
Oh, and they
just
just
missed him,
barely.
man.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, and
All
Axis is
right.
able to do it. Axis again opening up. It just, I don't know, Invictus just can't seem to get it together. They need a big break here, whereas Xylo is just going to go ahead and coast on in that 13th round.
Both players on the side of Invictus are low as well, so Kubza could very well get a huge pick. Okay, Mixage is going to get headshot by him. The HP doesn't even matter. He said, let me just headshot you real quick. And Volgrant, the last one alive, has recovered the Euratio. But
Oh,
Axis is just going to delete him.
well played there. 4 rounds. I think this is the biggest lead we've had so far between these teams. 3 rounds for SX Xylo, and they will be the winners here of the Sniper Showdown tournament. Invictus has a long uphill battle here. Excuse me. They need to go ahead and dig their heels in and start now. You can't let them really get any more points on the board, or it's just going to be too much.
Okay, EXE, nice pick by him. Oh man, if he would have picked up Axis there, that would have been huge. Oh, those players were peeking at the same time. At this point, Invictus is going to be tough for them. I mean, 10-6, it's looking like 11-6, unless EXE can clutch this one up. I don't know what to say. I think it's, yeah, and he gets tagged there. That's just, I don't know, man. 7 HP, just barely hanging on by a thread. Kuza's going to clean him up. Yeah, SX Xylo only need 2 more rounds to close this out. Invictus needs 7. It's looking very unlikely that they're going to be, winning this one out unless they can, pull off some sort of crazy miracle.
Yeah, I'm just not seeing it from them. Ultimately, I think SX Xylo is just so much better on the sniper rifles. There's Axis once again on Volgrant, starting off strong, and it is about to be 12-6 unless these remaining players on Invictus can pull a rabbit out of their hat. XZ finding Axis, evening the body count board up here to 2-2. They're trying to go back and forth here. There's a peek, misses the shot, comes back. There's a player down on his right, tries to get the slide scope. XCR is going to be able to pick him up after the quick reload. Last man alive. Ooh, I thought he had him there. He's waiting, being patient here. 2 shots. Aimed over there towards Mixage. Hard to isolate these.
Big Sage. Look at okay, gets a nice pick on the XZR. Maybe could pull this one off. But no, Kuza's gonna clean it up. We're now at match point. This could be over unless Invictus just put up an incredible, sort of snowball effect for us. But I don't know, man. It's looking very unlikely.
Yeah, it really is. It is definitely looking unlikely here for him. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be all she wrote here for Team Invictus. 24-10 for Axis. Still having a phenomenal showing on this map and really done a phenomenal job with the ratio and the TRG when he was using it. Potentially, from what I've seen, the best sniper in Critical Ops right now. Oh, he's going to get him. Oh, I thought he was. He looked away at the last second. I thought Volker was going to be able to land a little bit of a tag. Mixage down to 38 HP. You get breathed on here, and it's going to be all she wrote. As Xylo taking their time, they know they're in a good spot. Kuza finding Mixage, and it is not looking good here for Team Invictus. Man down. They need to get a kill themselves. We've seen some moments from XZ. He definitely needs to have one of those moments down if he wants to keep his team in this.
Again, I gotta give a little mini shout out to Kuza.
Ooh.
He has been popping off a lot this map. Okay,
Ooh!
EXE. I know you were talking about, dude. I'm telling you, it's like you just speak it into existence.
It's the manifestation, man. Just gotta sit there with my crystal in hand. No, I'm just joking. Only crystals I got are the G Fuel crystals. Use code esports mobile, 30% off your entire purchase at gfuel.com. Axis now the last player alive, missing that crucial shot. Gotta be careful, man. EXZ, once he starts popping off, he goes. But it's like he's a, what do you call that?
Oh,
He's a fast
tried.
burning flame.
Okay.
Ooh, that flame burning out there like a candle in the wind. Axis staying alive. If he's able to clutch this up, I gotta say, you're just the best sniper, hands down. I mean, you pretty much already are, but can you get this here as well? And he's gonna be, oh, I thought he had him, man. I thought he had him. That looked like right in the face, breaking your nose type of shot.
Whole lot of jiggle peek action. I don't know, man. I mean, oh man, it's like he just barely spots out the head. Both players, they gotta be playing so passively right now. Oh my gosh. Axis. I heard some shots, trying to see if he can connect anything. Vogren is gonna clutch it up though. Invictus, they're still in this, but they're hanging by a thread. I don't know if they can pull this one off. Again, I mean, I tell you what, it becomes 12-10, I'll say it's doable. Until then, I'm still thinking there's no way S6 Xylo are just gonna close it out at some point. I mean, literally just
I
one
haven't,
bad spawn. Like, okay,
yeah,
there we go. Yeah, Axis already gets, like, takes down Mixage there. Like, just one, like, early pick, okay. Or maybe two early picks. And now it's just EXE in a 1v3. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll do something crazy again, like you were talking about earlier. But no, he just got tagged by a wallbang from Axis. And he's getting pushed as well. And XZR is going to be the one to get the final pick and close it out. SX Xylo are your champions for the Sniper Showdown tournament.
congratulations there to SX Isla. I think that is just so well deserved. I am really impressed by Axis and also by his teammates. XZero and Kuza, most of the time, using those TRGs are not going to have as much of a performance. But Axis, I mean, it's just like on a whole another level compared to all the players we saw today. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Axis in other tournaments as well in the future. I want to see him utilizing those sniper rifles a little bit more. I know it's when you're playing a typical diffuse game, it's a little harder to do. You have to be able to course, buy the gun, have the economy to rock it, and be in the position to do so. But I mean, just incredibly dominant with that gun. I'm blown away by how well he performed here. As Xylo, a well-deserved victory. Invictus will be getting that second place prize pool and Essex Xylo will be walking away with that first place. Again, congratulations to them, so well deserved.
Yeah, again, like you were saying, GG's to SX Xylo. They were gonna end up winning 2-1 in the best of three series and taking home that first place prize of, all the $700, the Euratio skins, the MES credits, the COPS credits, all the prizes are going to them. Again, Invictus are still gonna be getting that second place prize, the $300 and the 5,000 COPS credits as well.
Yeah, congratulations again to both teams, and all caps congratulations there to Team Essex Xylo. Chad, I think that was pretty much the overall consensus. That's what it was. Actually, I take that back. Looking at the poll again here, just loaded it. Invictus actually was 54% in favor of 46% coming into this. Got some more votes came in. I know early on Essex Xylo was leading about that same margin, but it flipped over in favor of Invictus. Invictus just not didn't have it. I think what was so interesting about these tournaments is a lot of people are coming in expecting. Excuse me, I had a little something in my throat there. Expecting to see the teams that perform really well in like circuit and whatnot perform really well here, and they did perform well. But the thing is that it's a totally different ball game. It's like a whole other universe. This is snipers only, three specific close quarters maps. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely different, and especially considering that, uh, 2/3 of the players have to use TRGs. It's just like it really mixes it up, if you know what I mean. Like, it just adds a whole other like element of randomness that people aren't really used to. So yeah, I could definitely see, it's interesting, and again, a lot of upsets happened throughout the tournament. Invictus did end up losing. I know a lot of people were probably rooting for them just because, when it comes to standard diffuse gameplay, they're sort of the team that most people are probably going to be rooting for. But SX Xylo, and again, Axis, he's probably the MVP of this tournament in my eyes. I mean, he popped off like every single game that we saw him play. He had like at least a 2.5 KD, if not like much higher. Like he went crazy the whole tournament, had so many like 1v3s and everything.
Yeah, it was
Um,
every single time the guy was alive. If you were alive in a one versus three, I mean, he's winning like 8 out of 10 of those. I don't think I'm exaggerating that. Maybe 7 out of 10. But you get a 70 to 80% win rate in the 1v3 situations. We saw him plenty of time last week with Team Rain on Overhaul. He did it. And then this week as well. Overhaul was the first map we played on. And it just didn't seem like all the teams were necessarily as warmed up. But once we got into map number two, you really saw how dominant Axis could be. And again, incredibly dominant as well in map number three here. Very close 13 to 12 map one, 13 to 8, definitely separated. And Impasse, even, I was thinking maybe 13 to 10, but even had a lesser score line on Impasse, 13-7. Just overall, phenomenal play from both these teams. I think it's just such a well-deserved win from Essex Xylo, and I love seeing different teams here in the finals. I love seeing different players shine as well, giving the opportunity to show, you know what, maybe maybe I'm not the best when it comes to throwing the grenades and getting the nades down, using the utility, getting the bomb planted. But when it comes to the sniper rifle, I can drop you without any difficulty. That's what I love about doing these unique tournaments. We've done the pistol tournament in the past as well, being able to look at teams how good they are with the pistol. Certain players just outshine others, and I don't know. Maybe let us know on Twitter. Is that something you all want to see in the future? Maybe that we can do something like that. Speaking of on Twitter, if you haven't followed G Fuel yet, you got to do so. That's the place you got to follow them over there on Twitter at G Fuel. And speaking of them, you can use Cody Sports Mobile right now at checkout to go ahead and get 30% off anything on gfuel.com. That's right. You heard me properly. There. Don't need to adjust your volume. It's 30% off anything on gfuel.com right now. That code is for a limited time. It's going to be 30% off. And it's going to go back to the normal 10%. So go ahead and take advantage of it while you can. 30% off your entire purchase at gfuel.com. Not only you get the amazing product that is G Fuel, and you get to save some change on it, but you help us out here at Mobley Sports, which we so do greatly appreciate. Mantis, before we go ahead and get on out of here and I go get another shaker full of G Fuel, got anything else you want to say?
GG's to both teams. Obviously, congrats to SX Xylo. They ended up being our champions, and Invictus as well, second place prizing. Overall, the tournament was fun. Hopefully, we could do more unique tournaments like this in the future because it's nice to have, something different from the standard competition. It's very entertaining and
Yep.
interesting in my opinion. So, yeah, GG's to everyone that played today.
Folks, with all being said, Sudden Death the Mantis here, signing out, and we'll see you somewhere soon on the internet. Peace.